Hello guys, what's happening? It's B-RAD here and welcome to another episode on the Graft to a Draft series over on the PlayStation. Now, if you haven't seen the video that we already did, this was a pack and guess video I did with my wife. We did this on the PlayStation account as to not basically hinder my Trade to Glory account. I didn't want to affect basically the fact that I hadn't done any FIFA points etc on the Xbox, so we came over onto the PlayStation account to go and do that because really the idea is here not necessarily to see how many coins we can just build from start to finish. It's for me to give you the option to see some different trading methods depending on what SBCs and things are going on at the moment, and then get into a draft and see if we can pack something amazing. So the reason I've told you that is because, as you will now see on the screen, we are at 242,000 coins. That is because I've sold basically everything we had on the PlayStation account that we packed in that video, plus the balance we had before, which was around about 80k. So what I'm going to show you today is, because we've got that little bit more coins, we're going to show you a little bit better trading cards to do at the moment. And certainly as it currently stands today, being Thursday, there is a SBC out for the Premier League TOTS cards. So a couple of these cards that we're going to be sniping are the higher rated Premier League cards that often get packed basically. So if we go over to the transfer targets here, I'm going to show you first of all those Premier League cards. So one of the most common cards that we get seen packed in the games are these cards. So Edison, Alderweireld, Laporte and Vertonghen. Now obviously with the centre backs Belgian, we can snipe for both of those at the same time under the same heading, so that's a good way to get some of those coins for cheaper. Laporte, I always see me comes up quite often as well, and Edison is actually one of my favourite snipes at the moment. If you did see another video we did where I did a pack opening, I packed him untradeable and also went on to Matty's account and packed him untradeable on there as well. And he is someone I've been trading a lot with. In fact, I've been trading on my Xbox today with him because on the Xbox he's around about 34,000 coins at the moment. I don't think anybody really would have gauged that price because I was seeing lows go up today at around about 29,000-30,000. So you're making 4,000 to 5,000 coins per card on that one. Then we've got Hummels, who is another card I see come up quite a lot in the walkouts that are non-tots. And then obviously again we can search for Marquinhos and Thiago Silva under the Brazilian header for PSG. Obviously they are slightly different in price because one's an 86, the other's an 87, but you can sometimes get Thiago Silva at the reduced price that you would get a Marquinhos for. So without further delay, we are going to go in and get our first player. As you can see, we're at 242,000 coins, so we need to get to 257. I'm aiming for somewhere between 257 and 260 just to be sure, and we will see how many cards we can get to basically make that 15,000 coins to enter the draft today. My main aim really once we get through this is actually to get past the second round of a draft. For some reason, probably my FIFA ability, I haven't been able to do so on the accounts at the moment, so we will be doing our best to get a great team, as many icons as we can, because everyone always seems to get more than we do, and we will try and see if we can get past that second round. But first of all, I'm just going to go and see how much Edison is on the account on PlayStation. Like I say, he's currently at 34 on the Xbox. They usually tend to be a little bit more expensive on the PlayStation, but I am just going to double check, just want to be sure. So yep, it looks pretty much almost exactly the same. So what I was doing there, I was trying to snipe him for 34 or less, and we will go and see if we can pick ourselves up an Edison. And there you go, straight away, and an amazing snipe to actually start this episode off with. We go and get an Edison that is 25,000 coins. That is a massive 10,000 coins under. So already we've got half our budget on the Graft to a Draft today. This is why I said I might go a little bit more, because if this market is really active for these cards right now and there's coins to be made, then the best thing for me to show you is how easy these coins are made. So we're going to go and stick him up. I will undercut him a little bit just so we guarantee a sell, and we'll put him up at that 35,750. But yeah, what an incredible snipe to start the episode. We'll carry on. You may get to see some more incredible snipes if we do get more like that. However, if not, we'll just show you at the end once I'm done with the trading and got to the 257,000 coins. Okay, so you now join us when we are now actually looking at Matt's Hummels. So I was going to say that I'll just show you all the cards at the end. The problem with that is, as you'll come and see at the moment, is that basically my Edisons that I've got and that are selling are probably going to get me close to the target straight away. So I figured there's kind of no point in just doing the episode where I've just got Edison, we've got the 15,000 coins, we're going straight into a draft. I know the draft is something you definitely want to see, but I also just want to see how easy and how frequent these cards come up to snipe, okay? So Matt Hummels sitting there at 27,250, so we're looking at 1,400 coins pretty much to get him in order to be able to make some coins. So what we go and do is, if you look at sort of 1,500 is 25,750, we want to make a little bit more than that, so I'm going to go ahead and try and snipe him for anything under 25.5, and basically straight away, instantly as I'm talking, the first card comes up at 25k, so we've made some profit on that already. We'll go and put him up at the 27,250, where there was only one card anyway, so if we, you know, had some time, had some patience, we could probably go for a little bit longer. What I'll do is I'll drop this down to 25, just see if we can actually pick one up that's going to be even more of a bargain to make some coins, although that one was 25, it was pretty good. But if we could pick one up here for like 24, 23, you'll see just how easy and how frequent it is that this card comes up well underpriced. It's generally because people don't tend to keep an eye on the market when they're selling players. So whereas the day before you may have been opening some jumbo rare players packs, you might have got a Hummels, got an Edison, and noticed that that particular day Hummels was selling for 24k, you then go and pack him the following day, you're not going to check that that card was now 27,000 coins. You're just going to think, well, I sold him for 24 yesterday, he went instantly, I'll put him up for 24,500 and we'll see how quickly he sells. Lo and behold, that is actually now on the following day 2,500 coins cheaper, and you're giving someone like me a bargain and a reason to be able to make coins on the account. So we did just miss a little one there. That was in at 25,000, so it's not the sort of one I'm looking to get just to sort of show you a sort of premium snipe. But again, like I say, with the Premier League Tots SBC out at the moment, and there was the chance, 23,500 would have been very good. With the Tots Premier League out, any of these sort of 87, 88 and above players that come out very regularly are perfect cards to snipe because they're in demand. They'll have all gone up a few thousand coins, which not a lot of people would necessarily know, and they are worth sniping right now to get yourself some coins. So it looks like possibly all the Edisons have sold there, and actually we're 3,000 coins away. So we're just a little shy of the target as I pick up another Hummels. What we'll do now we've got another Hummels there is we'll go over and we'll try some of those other cards I've got on the transfer market. Okay, so you join us back here now on Aymeric Laporte, who is going for 29,250 coins as a buy now. So this card, probably if I now tried to buy these, would be gone. I'm not going to because I'd lose coins. But that means, so in order to basically get profit on him again, we're looking again at 1,500 coins underneath. I'm going to go even lower. I'm going to go 2,000 coins underneath and try and get a Laporte for 27,250. As I actually loaded in to try and look for the card to see how much there was a UCL version of Laporte up at 27k. At the time I didn't know whether that was a snipe or not, so I was a little bit delayed in buying it, and unfortunately now I realise that is some 2,250 coins under, as we again get another one come up at 27,000 coins. So I'm going to go ahead, see if I can get a snipe on this card, see how frequent it comes up, and I'll join you back when I get a snipe. So there we go, we get our first Aymeric Laporte come up at 27,000. Like I say, he's going for 29,250, so we'll stick him straight up for that. And after tax, it's going to be around about 600, 700 coins. Then, as I said on the previous one before, there is a couple now that you can get where you can look under a generic kind of you know, heading to try and find more than just one player, and one of these is Belgium and Premier League. Another one that I would say is really good for those that don't have a lot of coins is left back and French in the Premier League. Around about 3,500 to 4,000 coins for Digne, Mendy. I think there might be someone else there as well. Yeah, they're really good when you're just starting out to try and generate some coins. A lot of people undercut Mendy and Digne. So we're going to go and see how much these two are at 87 rated at the moment. I imagine around 29,000. In fact, they're a little bit more because the Premier League TOTS SBC. So there's one there, although it's cheaper, it's not a snipe, it's only 750 coins. But 32,000 seems to be the mark where they are at, but 31,750 is going to be where they will instant sell. So with that being said, we're looking at again around about 1,600 coins or less. So pretty much takes you down to a cool 30. I'm going to undercut it again just to 29,750 to make sure I can try and get one. And if we would have gotten that one, that would have been incredible, because that is 8,000 coins or 9,000 coins under price. That would have been incredible. 22,000. This is what I mean. People have got these prices in their head of what these cards used to be, and they're putting them up at that price. Or if you've got someone who's a YouTuber who's just opening packs and just quickly selling players, they might not necessarily be thinking about their value, just wanting to get them out of their club to clear their transfer list. You'll pick up bargains like this. We will keep going until we get at least one Vertonghen and one Alderweireld. I can see there we are basically... we are 1,000 coins pretty much short of our target for the episode. But I would like to get one of these cards and get one of the Brazilians from PSG, just to basically show you how frequent they come up, how easy it is to get them. Obviously there's a couple of instances in this where I'm talking where you are going to see them come up and I don't get one, but in between that as well, you've got to bear in mind there'll be several that will come up that I won't quite get mechanically, probably because I'm on a wireless connection as opposed to wired as well. So yeah, there's plenty more cards that you don't see that come up. And someone's just listed an Alderweireld up for 3,400 coins. Now, we can speculate that this is because someone's doing this as a discard, although again, that's a really random amount. More than likely what has happened here is someone's tried to list this up for 34,000 coins, probably on the app, and has missed a zero out. And whoever has just picked that card up has got 27,000 on that card, which is incredible. Yeah, I mean, snipes like that don't come up very often. I missed it, but I'm glad you at least get to see it in the video. And obviously I did get a massive snipe at the start of the episode with the Edison card. But we'll go on this just for a couple more searches, see if anything amazing comes up. And we do manage to pick one of these Belgian centre-backs up, just to be able to show you them on the transfer list at the end. So we've got one of each card that I showed you on the transfer targets. But generally, like I say, because of this SBC, people don't know the prices. Because it's a Premier League TOTS, the demand is so high because so many people now will have Adama Traore, St. Maxim, or just Premier League sides. For me, it's the Bundesliga. So I have said on my channel that as soon as the Bundesliga TOTS is released, I will finally be redeeming my Foot Champions points and be going across to play Foot Champions to get that Bundesliga pick. I'm pretty happy with my team. I feel like it's almost at end game, as we just load in a couple of seconds late on that one. Again, like I say, probably because of a wireless connection. But yeah, I'm probably at an end game team. However, because of the... Oh, I just missed that one as well. Because of the Harry Maguire that has come out into the TOTS for the Premier League SBC, I have now on my Xbox account completed all the Bundesliga teams where I just need 3 or 4 more players for Paderborn. And I really messed up the mechanics on that one. 3 or 4 more players for Paderborn. Once I've done that, I will then have the full Bundesliga completed again. Now I already got Lena, the right back, so he is in my team now. But what I'm hoping is that they're going to release a Bundesliga TOTS player that will fit into my team and probably replace either my Footness Havertz, who at an 87 probably just isn't. Oh, it didn't register the following X. I thought I might have actually gotten that one. We loaded in really well there. But as you can see already, there's so many of these cards coming up. And it's because, you know, I'm talking to you guys and talking about other things that maybe I'm not as quick on the mark. I do plan to get a lead to wire in my connection. However, my internet connection and where I actually do my videos are not close and not able to be close either. So unfortunately, I'm not able to wire in directly very easily. But yeah, so I'm hoping that maybe I'll get rid of a Havertz or something like that, or maybe there'll be a card there that'll upgrade my Haaland. I very doubt that Haaland's going to be in the SBC for Bundesliga. EA will try and make loads of money off that card, and more than likely that card will feature as an SBC or even in the TOTS team. Let me know actually your thoughts on that as well, because Haaland, obviously, if he'd have carried on the rest of the season, probably would have been eligible for a team of the season card. However, obviously he only signed you know, fairly recently, only played sort of a handful of games, did really well, but generally across all the Bundesliga players that played from start until we ended the season, you know, they're the ones that really deserve the team of the season cards. So will he get a SBC for a potential team of the season, or will he get put into the Premier League SBC, the Bundesliga SBC? I doubt it very much. They're not going to put someone of that calibre. I mean, they put Maguire in on the Premier League, so sorry Man United fans, but that goes to show the sort of player they're going to put in there isn't going to be someone amazing. But yeah, let me know what you think, whether you think he you know, has done well enough in that period to warrant a TOTS card, or whether you think that EA will cash in and put him somewhere else in order for you to be able to get a TOTS Haaland. But I have been talking for a while there. You have seen some attempts at some of those centre backs, and there has been several that have come through, as we have now sold all those players that we did get previously on the market. I'm now going to try and see if we can get a Brazilian from Ligue 1 from PSG. We'll see how much these cards are. I imagine Marquinhos is quite a bit cheaper. Yeah, it looks to be around about 24. He's even cheaper than that. Let's try 23. Yeah, so it looks like he's 23,000 coins. Yeah, so there's not one there at 23. We'll try and get him and sell him at 23, because there was quite a few on there at 250 coins higher. And we will try and see if we can get that for 21,500. And like I say, what we are hoping for is that someone just happens to list up a Thiago Silva in this price range. Then we can go and list him up and make even more money. If not, we're just looking to see if we can pick up a Marquinhos under this filter and put him on the market, just to get the last 800 coins we need in order to be able to enter the draft. Okay guys, so we weren't actually able to get a Marquinhos or Thiago Silva. In fact, Thiago Silva didn't pop up at all, and Marquinhos, after about 5 or so minutes, only popped up twice, and we missed both of those. So I went back onto Edison. We managed to pick another Edison up. That is probably my prime favourite snipe to be able to get at the moment. I'm making so much coins on Edison alone. Just him and Hummels I switched to on my Xbox account just to freshen it up a little bit, and yeah, I seem to make sort of 50,000 coins in a day in no time. But there you can see, we literally managed to only have to get 8 cards in order to get our 15,000 coins, which means we can go ahead and get into our draft. So we'll clear them off. We'll go into our draft. And I've just forgotten that the other day when we did the pack and guess, I opened up some, I had 300 points left basically, and I opened up the premium gold pack and got a draft token, and my intent on the day was to play that draft, but I went back onto the Xbox and did my other videos and completely forgot to do it. So instead of wasting a draft, I figured I've got the 15,000 coins, you've seen the trading methods. What I will do is I will play this draft out. Now I will make a promise that if we go out in the first round, then I will do a draft with those 15,000 coins, and you'll maybe get to see 2 drafts. But I do remember this draft actually being quite good, and just completely slipped my mind that I was meant to play it the other day. However, we'll go and get into the draft, we'll go and play, and yeah, like I say, if we go out in the first round, then I will do another draft, but it seems stupid to not use this team as we go through. So that is our opponent's team there. It looks pretty good. He's got Ronaldo up front, even on his base card is something I do worry about a little bit, but let's get into the game. We don't need to make any subs, so we'll just play with the team as it is. Okay, we've quit out of that one. What I've actually done in the meantime as well is I've wired in the controller rather than on the wireless setting, just to see if that makes a difference, because obviously it's not a PS4 controller, so I wonder if there's just a little bit of a delay in connecting. So I've wired in now to see if that'll make any difference. We'll open these packs at the end when we do the second draft. So we'll go in now, we will use those 15,000 coins we had, and see if we can get ourselves a decent draft. Now, contrary to popular belief, I actually quite like the 4-5-1 attack. The left mid and right mid do play as cams, but however that means if you have got quick cams, that can still work. So we'll go and take that formation. It is one I used to use on last year's FIFA, as we don't get anything particularly special in the first pick. I'm going to go ahead and take Aubameyang. I know he's got a good TOTS card at the moment, but just going to try and entice some Premier League players into the club, as the next card we get is David Silva, which I can't really not take for the chemistry. Nothing amazing in there, nothing from a decent league, so we'll take a Brazilian. As we get Prime Moments Gerrard, Eggstein, which I absolutely loved that card before I got the flashback Sahin, or Pogba. I think I'm going to take Gerrard. Probably play him up at centre mid, and at cam, sorry, and then see if we can get a CDM, although his pace is going to be a little bit rubbish on the wide there. We'll maybe have a look at that in a second. We'll have to take Bowen, and on that right hand side we'll take the team of the season, Wan-Bissaka. So we are getting to use our first TOTS Premier League card, and we're getting to use, well, I say we are. Who do I choose out of this? This person, remember, is going to be playing cam, so I need someone with a decent weak foot, which it looks like is going to be Felipe Anderson. His TOTS card, because he's got the 4-star weak foot, so he'll be playing cam. We've then got a standard Robertson. That's fine for me. He's not too bad. We're looking to get team of the season. Van Dijk here would be perfect. No one that sort of fits for us really, so I'm going to take team of the season Pepe, just because if we have to sub a player in, I'd rather use him. No one here either apart from Duffy, so I'll have to take him to keep the Premier League link going. Get our goalkeeper, who in this instance is going to be Lloris, and we'll go and see if we can make up that CM and centre back position here, even though at the moment we just get our stinky silver pick. So we have got Barnes now. That offers us a bit more chemistry as possibilities, so we'll take him. I can't see how I don't take right wing Ronaldo. There's nothing else there that I quite like the look of other than Foot Birthday Hernandez, but then I would have to play Barnes and then a French centre back, so that's a lot to ask for in links when I could just use Ronaldo as a sub. So we'll take Ronaldo. Got left back for Tongan, which doesn't really help us. Leno doesn't really help us either. There's no one really here as a super sub either. I'll take Vertonghen just because he's Prem. And we do get another team of the season in Casemiro. However, the card we really want in the centre there is a Premier League card, so I'm going to take, however tempting that was, Ndidi for the chemistry. Let's stick Vertonghen in there and see that it does give us full chem, but it puts Vertonghen on 6 chemistry. So we are looking to see if we can get a Premier League centre back in this pick after we go for the goalie. So we'll just take Foster. Now we need a Premier League centre back, preferably Van Dijk. We've got Soyuncu. We need to take Soyuncu. And it's so hard to turn down that Alexander-Arnold, because look at that card. But we'll take Soyuncu, and that actually completes our team with everybody on full chemistry. We then probably just need to get a better centre back now to bring in for Duffy. And you know what, I don't even need to. I've actually played this Socrates, and in game, just as a normal gold card, he's actually really quite decent. So let's see if we can go and better David Silva at the cams. I don't think Ericsson is better in my opinion. We have got that Sarr on the right mid though, so that gets rid of Bowen. And we go and get Team of the Year Kante. So he definitely goes in ahead of Ndidi. Still doesn't solve our cam problem, but we have got subs. We'll take, again, I feel like we've got to take Garrincha because he's solid. He can play at our cam. In point of fact, what is the difference between him and Sarr? He's better on everything than Sarr than pace. And bearing in mind that actually Sarr is going to technically play right cam, I'd rather have Garrincha there. And our final pick, oh my goodness, we get our cam. It is prime icon moments, Zinedine Zidane. So really, you look at that team, and I think, who am I really going to be taking out of this team to sub? It pretty much is Aubameyang, which is crazy because he's actually incredible. But when I've got a Ronaldo sat there, 95 rated, I can't turn it down. We'll go ahead and get Duffy out, and I think this might even just reach a 192. No, not quite. It's not quite there. It is a 191 team, which is pretty phenomenal, really. It probably is just taken down by the fact that we've got Socrates. So that's fine. We will play like this in game, where I said to you, like, those positions change. We might change it so that Zidane is on the left and Gerrard then plays on the right, so that when they do switch, they are then on the right positions. But we'll see how much it struggles. I don't generally like to play down the wing anyway. Yeah, we'll get into a game and see how we get on. Okay, so here we go into the draft. Yeah, he's got a nice team. He's playing the team of the season Mane card up front, off chem. I doubt being off chem that's going to make much of a difference. He looks insane, that card. 1.7 million I think at the moment I saw he was going for. So that's a massive card. But yeah, you'll get to see 2 drafts today, even if it is 2 first round knockouts. It does mean we should at least have 6 packs at the end, unless we get a draft token, which is, you know, like I say, more rare than Pack and Mane team of the season this year. And already, very surprisingly, I feel the difference in the controller being wired up. The slight delay, or it felt like basically the buttons were heavy, like everything was slightly just delayed on reacting to what I'm pressing. We've gone ahead, and 2 minutes I think into game time, we are 1-0 up with Aubameyang as well. So at the moment, with that sort of strike, I don't see any reason to put Ronaldo on. We're just going to carry on with the team we've got at the moment. That's a lovely pass across the box from Aubameyang. Feeds in Felipe Anderson, who strikes it away quite nicely. He wasn't actually the person I intended to target there. It was the other player. I don't know who that was. Maybe Zidane. But I don't know if you ever noticed this thing in the game now, where if you do sort of cut in from that side of the box and cut a ball back, your player doesn't seem to go for the ball anymore. They sort of run a few steps forward and then look as if they're trying to get back to the ball. They don't seem to sit and wait for the ball anymore. I don't know if there's something in custom tactics that needs to be changed in order for them to wait. But we find ourselves 2-0 up in 11 minutes. And yeah, he hasn't really warranted an attack yet. So he's paused the game here. So we are actually going to go ahead and put Ronaldo up front now. Aubameyang, obviously, he has had one goal. We did have another shot in a similar position from outside the box with finesse, went over the bar. So we're going to go ahead and get Ronaldo on. Other than that, everybody else I'm really enjoying. And Soyuncu so far has intercepted some lovely through balls. And I'm actually really impressed with that team of the season card. Oh my goodness. That is some strike from Felipe Anderson. What I said about the 4-star weak foot, I'm right in thinking, I believe that he is left-footed. So that should be his weak foot. Yeah, it's just come out from the corner, come out to him on the finesse, inside the post and out. This guy's out of here. He's had enough as well. Yeah, that's an incredible goal from Felipe Anderson. I've had 2 chances with him, 2 goals, and deservedly a 9.5 rating there for that match, even though we didn't even get to half time. So we do get through the first round. This is not the problem we always have on this channel. It is the second round of a draft. For some reason, I've got a mental block on it. It's never been this way before. I've had a few wins on drafts before. I'm not one of these that just sort of wins 70% of my drafts like you do see from some YouTubers, but I don't do as badly as this record on here is at the moment. So we'll go and get straight into our second draft game for the second round. Please, please let me at least play someone who's not grinding out foot champs and grinding out icon swaps and doing all the skill moves in the world and hasn't got 7 prime icon moments. He's got 3. We're okay with that. 3 is okay. Vieri is also not a very good card in my opinion. Neither is Hadji. That Anselmo team of the season I was looking at today for 80,000 coins. I think he is an absolute bargain. But generally across the board, I'm not too worried about this team. However, that doesn't mean anything when you're not very good at FIFA and everybody else is better than you. So we'll see how we get on. Hopefully we'll get through this. Another performance from Felipe Anderson like that and we'll be happy. So we've got a corner, we're going to go and get Ronaldo on. Just had a lovely chance with Zidane there, just sort of cut inside into the box. I went to go and finesse it to the outside of the corner, was changing my mind to not finesse it and lace it into the near post, but unfortunately I still had my hand on the right bumper trigger, so we tried to finesse it near post, and obviously that didn't go in. So Donnarumma's put it out for a corner. I have scored a couple of these recently, but not on this occasion. And a lovely, lovely sequence of play there. A little through ball off. Ronaldo makes a great run through the middle and we just feed him in to hit it into the far left corner. Puts us 1-0 up. He's had one good chance with Vieri where he finessed it. It just went over the bar. But generally this is a fairly even game. So I'm not taking this guy for granted. We're 1-0 up. We'll keep going the way we are. And hopefully we can finally get through the second round of a draft in this series. Unfortunately there, it's passed my ball to the wrong player and has let him through. It's really frustrating. I've said it in videos previous. Literally everybody I know that plays on it says the same thing. Passing is just terrible on this game. I don't see how you can be aiming one way and it just passes like that to the wrong player. I'm passing it down to a centre-back who's in space and it insists on trying to give the ball away. It's incredible that we're this far into the game and the game's nearly over. Hopefully they do fix it for FIFA 21, sorry. Oh my god. This Felipe Anderson card is one of the best cards that I have used recently for his shooting. Like, that is another incredible, just cut inside, finesse of the outside. I mean, that's a rollback to last year's FIFA. Like, finesse shots and first time shots was what last year's about. This year it's all about dribbling, drag backs and skill moves. But that's incredible. That's 2 stunning goals he scored in 2 games. So we go into half time, 2-1. I think it will show he's had a few more shots than me. As he's had about 6 more shots. He does keep trying to do this like pot shot with Vieri from just outside the box, which is fine. You know, he's got a good left foot on him, but just from those sort of distances, other than Felipe Anderson, obviously, I don't think they're going to be going in. The only thing I am going to change in this game, B-RAD is really costing us in the middle. It seems weird because he's a prime icon moments, but he's just not quick enough. The runs and the places that he's getting himself into are just not good enough. So basically I'm going to put Saar on because he has just got that bit more pace, and when him and Grincha seems to be sort of near to each other on the side of the pitch, at least if I find Saar, he should get away very easily. And that is an unbelievable dribble and finish with Team of the Year Kante. I know even on the Team of the Year card his shooting isn't amazing, but his dribbling certainly did hold up there. Just don't run fast on this game. If you can just twist and turn, dribble around, you will find those positions as long as you can keep your composure. I know it sounds weird me saying that for someone who's very much an average FIFA player, but it is definitely a thing of this year's game. He's paused it. It doesn't look like he's quitting or anything. He's probably making a sub. But we're 3-1 up. And like I say, although he has had a few more shots, this is still a fairly even game. And his sub has scored instantly. Mo Salah coming on the pitch. It wouldn't let me change player in the middle there, which was really annoying, to try and track that run. As his keeper makes an incredible save as we muscle through of Ronaldo. I don't know how he hasn't scored there. That's an incredible save by Donnarumma. In fact, as I watch the replay there, it doesn't even look like he touched it. But there we go, we do convert that chance into something. Ronaldo finally puts away with a second chance on that same kind of build-up. Yeah, it was just a lovely little touch inside. He touched away from the defender really well into the bottom right-hand corner for 4-2. If anyone ever tries to tell me that kickoff goals are not a thing, just watch that video. Watch this particular part of this video where he runs through my team like nothing. Yeah, unfortunately I don't know what's happened here again. There's so many myths about FIFA. And one of them is momentum change. I genuinely believe it's a thing. I've seen it happen too much for it to not be. Suddenly I'm 4-2 up. My players don't want to switch properly. I can't seem to defend against the runs. And he's not doing anything. He's just literally running. And I can't choose the right player. I can't seem to get in front of him. And yeah, and I feel like it's to sort of even the balance out in the games. But, you know, we're 4-4. We'll still try. You know, that sort of thing with Felipe Anderson earlier was going in, no problem. and suddenly it's blocked from an AI defender block. And his Mo Salah's just done a skill move to turn us inside out. I've tried to commit to the challenge. And for 4-2 up with 5-4 down. Yeah, it's pretty terrible. And then again, the pass is not where I aimed it to. It's just things like that that make me, and I'm sure everybody else, not want to play FIFA, not want to play Foot Champs. Just create videos for content, really. Because there's no actual encouragement this year to want to play the game. So we finally get a goal back to 5-5 there on a counter-attack. I have so many positive things to say about this team, the way they're playing. But it's a little bit hard when I was 4-2 up, and the momentum change switch as soon as he brought on Salah just seems to be such a massive gulf and difference to how the rest of that game was going. But generally, like, Salah has been quality in his breakaways down the wing. Ronaldo is just Ronaldo in this game. He's incredible if you manage to get some space for a shot. But yeah, unfortunately in this game, players that have been brilliant so far, like Kante and Garrincha, just not really performed. And then we go and lose in the final minute with a rebound goal. Again, another typical FIFA trait. I mean, you guys can't see it because it just seems like I'm being salty at the way this game has gone out, but if you could feel the way this game has gone and feel the way you've played, and I feel like I played really well throughout this game, you'd see that there are just a few differences which have changed since being 4-2 up to now being 6-5 down, and those changes haven't come from me. It's come from the change in momentum of the gameplay. I can't seem to change my player to the right place, and yeah, it's just a lot different to how it had played out. As we go 6-5 down, and again, my duck on the trying to get out of the second round in a draft is still not going to happen. It's incredible because I did feel like this was the game where it should happen. It's just that, like I say, the change when he brought on Salah was just a massive golfing difference to what it was like beforehand. I know you look at the stats on screen here and see the amount of shots on target were a lot more than me, but the chances that I was creating in that first half were a lot better than any of the chances he created, and he literally ran through with one of them, rebound gold with the other one, and a third one of them I just committed a player to a challenge and let Salah go. So there's 3 goals there that really shouldn't just be happening on this game. They just simply shouldn't be happening. So you take them away, that's 5-3. I feel like 5-3 was probably more an accurate assessment of this game, 5-3 to me. However, again, we've won in the first game, lost in the second. We'll get our packs. We'll go and open all these silver packs, all these gold packs now. See if we can get anything to make this episode a little bit better. Straight in for our first silver pack. We're looking for anything from a decent league to be able to sell here. And unfortunately, none of those are from really the top leagues. So we'll take our 1,366 coins. We've got a premium silver player pack now. I don't know if any of the Saudi Arabian players that play for the TOTS are silver cards, but we'll have a little look. So we've got a Udinese centre back there, we'll sell him. And other than that, there's no one again. I've accidentally stored them all in the club, but never mind, I'll go and sell them later. We'll go into our first gold pack and hope that our one rare is going to be a team of the season, but we don't even get a rare player in this one. We'll sell him because Mönchengladbach left back should sell. Centre back Dawson there. Squad fitness will sell for 1,200, and I don't know about these basic ones. So these ones are the ones that obviously aren't very expensive, but there are some weirdly that sell for around about 4,000 coins, but that one wasn't one of them, so we'll just quick sell that. Again, we've got a gold pack with no rare player in it. We have got, though, a few players to sell, so that is a Ligue 1, a Premier League, and a Liga Santander player to sell. I think the anchor sells for a little bit as well. Nothing on the rest of those. Nobody buys gladiator cards. The last gold pack, and then the best chance in the premium gold pack. I do apologise that there's nothing better to open in these rewards, but like I've said, unfortunately I feel like in that particular game we were a little bit screwed out of getting further in the round. Maybe the account on here knows that I'm just struggling to actually get out of the second round of a draft. We'll go and open the premium gold pack, and we finally get a rare, but we don't get a board. So we're now sitting with around about, I think, 242,000 coins maybe. We'll just go and list these last few players up and we'll have a look at that again in a second. So Hernani's from the Liga Santander. This guy's from Liga Santander. Another squad fitness. Up for 1,200 coins. All the rest down to there. Quick sell that. So as it stands, yeah, we are sitting at 249,000 coins. Probably once these players sell, we might be looking at maybe, I don't know, 252, 253 for the next episode. Again, it's probably going to be a similar thing where I'm looking to trade on SBCs and things that are relevant right now. So in this instance, it was because the Premier League TOTS demands an 88 rated team, which is why I was looking at those higher cards. If next time round the SBC doesn't really show anything, or there's not any special player SBCs that warrant a criteria to be able to make some coins on, then I'll probably look at some team of the season sniping to see how that gets on. The only problem with that is I film during the day. The best time to get the team of the seasons for snipes is at the 6, 7 and 8 o'clock lightning rounds. That's just how it is generally. They tend to undercut the cards then. You can then wait until the following afternoon or morning even, and you'll probably be able to sell that card for sort of 20,000 coins more than it was, depending on its price bracket. But that has been an episode of the Graft to a Draft series. Please, as I do always say in the videos, drop a like on the video and subscribe. We are looking to get a collaboration with some bigger YouTubers so we can build this channel. We can feature on their series. I can feature on, you know, any of the other series that are going out on YouTube, but they can come over here and feature on my series, Foot Eliminator, which I have dropped the second episode of tonight. So that has gone on Thursday. Which you'll be seeing this video probably Saturday, so go back and watch that one. And as I say, just sort of spread awareness of the channel. Any of your mates that you know like FIFA, like football, let them know about this channel. Go and subscribe. It doesn't cost you anything, but it is a massive help to me in building this channel. I've been B-RAD. Thank you ever so much for tuning in.